welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr. Oberon Theseus Myron Suckit. Yes, that is my given name. It's a hard one and thoughtful given name, but it is mine nonetheless. So today I decided let's go back to ORZHOV Clerics. I remember this deck used to be so great. I don't know, 2 months ago, something like that, a while back ago. It was just all over the place. And I thought, now that Neon Dynasty is out, that maybe there'd be something new in here that would help out. And the funny part is that in the version that I found that I thought worked pretty good, we're not using any of those cards as far as I can tell. None of them. The only thing that's kind of snuck back in here that seems to be different is this Markov Purifier. So we'll get to that. So anyways, let's take a look at this deck and what it is providing us. All right. So we've got at the front end here, we got the Lunarch Veteran. So it's cheap, it comes out, and then whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. Right here, it says you tap it, target creature gets +1 until the end of the turn, and you gain a life. So as you can see, this is the important part here. So these two dudes, they'll start giving you life. We got Luminarch Aspirant, who will totally start pumping up any of the creatures you got on the board. We got Skyclave Cleric, which when it comes into play, you gain a life, or it could be a land, which that's usually the way you're playing it for is the land. We have Voice of the Blessed that says whenever you gain a life, you put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. Try to make sure that you're not playing against somebody that's got creature kill, because this guy is a target. The thing is, if you can get him pumped up to, if he has 10 or more +1/+1 counters on him, he becomes indestructible, which is fantastic. But I got to tell you, getting him up to that high is not terribly easy. But if any deck's going to do it, it's going to be this one. In the middle there, when he gets 4 more, he has Flying and Vigilance. So this guy just gets nothing but better as time goes along. We have Cleric of Life's Bond. So whenever another cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. So gaining a life makes your Voice of the Blessed pop up. This says whenever you gain a life for the first time each turn, you put a +1 counter on Cleric of Life's Bond. So this guy also will gain like the Voice of the Blessed, but he only does it once per turn. Here's some creature removal for you. It allows you to take care of anything that is mono-colored, which is a lot of stuff. Elite Spellbinder is a cleric who comes into play. He's a flying 3/1, which is good. And then what he does is you can take any non-land card in your opponent's hand and exile it and make them pay 2 more to be able to cast it. So it kind of makes things hard. It's a tax card, right? Righteous Valkyrie, when she comes out, then she's a flying 2/4. And then when another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to the creature's toughness. And as long as you have at least 7 more life than your starting total, she's a double Glorious Anthem. Everybody gets +2/+2, right? So, and there's plenty of angels and clerics in this deck. Actually, I think she might be the only angel. So it's all clerics after her. Here's a Vampire Cleric who's got lifelink. And at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, you may pay to draw a card. So there you go. That's, I think, his inclusion in here is that you're going to be gaining life. So you'll be able to draw a card, and drawing card is awesome. Here is another something/land card. This one says that you can return any number of target creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield directly that have different mana values of less than whatever you can pay into it. Now, usually it's going to be 2 or 3. So if you're looking at it, you'd be able to put out, if it's 2, it'd be one of these 2 guys and one of these guys over here. And there's a lot in there. And if we do 3, then you'd be able to do any of these 3 and one of these and one of these, which would be super if that'd be the case, right? So yeah, this card is going to do very well with the cards you're playing otherwise. Just you have to have at least, 5 or 6 mana to be able to make it worthwhile. Because then when they start coming into play, they'll start gaining you life, which will start buffing up like Voice of the Blessed or Cleric's Life Bond. It'd be great. We got Orah, the Skyclave Hierophant. We have 4 of them in here, even though he's legendary, because apparently we want to play this one a lot. And whenever he or another cleric you control dies, return target cleric card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this is once again getting stuff to come into play so that you can then gain life and then bump up all the rest of your dudes. So this is one of those trigger decks that there's going to be, as things come into play, you're going to be gaining a lot of life, which is bad for everybody except for you. And then all your dudes, a number of your dudes are just going to go to crazy down, pumping up like crazy. And hopefully that'll be fast enough to be able to kill everybody else. We've got 2-man lands. We got some dual lands, and we got some slow lands, mixing up the land category here. No Field of Ruins, which might be nice, but we don't have them in here right now. This is this version of ORZHOV Clerics. Let's see how well this plays. All right, we're playing against Pinpin 42. Pinpin. I wonder why you picked Pinpin. We've got 2.5 mana. That looks good. Let's see, we got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and a 3. Yep, we got a nice mix. We'll keep it. Tell you what, I'm going to start off with the slow land. Enter it tapped. Oh, here we go. It was a black one. Well, this isn't good. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and start off. Boy, that totally didn't go the way I'd hoped. Try it again. You gonna come at me again, Boros jerk? Of course you are. Now they have the priority, unfortunately. No! Yeah, that sucks. I gotta just lump it for the moment. White. There we go. We'll go ahead and see what they got in their hand. What is Fearless Joe Jackson there? All attack. Yeah, you can suck it. 17 more turns and I'm dead. Alright, so I got a man land, which would be really useful. I just need to have a bunch of lands open for that. Nothing in there worth killing. No block. He's got vigilance though. We're gonna play this game again. Oh wait, I did it wrong. I meant to pull back the veteran there, but I forgot it. No, this guy right here. That guy. Alright, let's bring back this guy. There we go. Pump? How come he's not pumping? Did I already gain life or something that turn? There we go, we win! I'm not quite sure how we won in that case, but we did. We're playing against Bob. Hello, Bob, with the lowercase b. And we got a nice selection of lands. Let's keep it. Alright, so I need to go black first. We need white next. Show off that one, submit it, put out our... Let's put out this guy. Alright, here's 3. Righteous Valkyrie. No attacks. See, I know I can go in there and he'd probably trade the Harvester for it. I'm not really in the mood for that at the moment. There's a big butt. He's got dual. That's not going to help me out too much. Yeah, our mana mix right there was difficult. I was thinking I'd be able to play a lot more, but then I realized I only had 1 white mana. You're not taking anything out for that, so you're just going to get another treasure? Yeah. I'm expecting to see a Goldspan Dragon at any moment. Do I really care about this? At the beginning of each turn, if you die this turn, each opponent loses a life. Ah. I keep expecting a Goldspan to come, and if a Goldspan comes, I want to be able to Vanishing Verse that jerk. You gonna sacrifice it? Yep, that's what I figured. Vanishing Verse, Vanishing Verse. No, that's not good. All right, what can I do at this point? That thing, I could just kill the Meathook Massacre afterwards. He's gonna gain his life, but not much I can do about that. All right, slow. I need one of those reanimator guys, the legendary dudes, to help bring things back from the graveyard. We are currently spent. He's got 4 cards in his hand. That's looking good for him. Yeah, so I was thinking about taking out that Warlock class, but Because the last, what is this last thing? He loses life equal to the amount of life they lost. That's not good at all. All right, let's go for the throat. Who we taking out? This guy. Big butt. Eh. That's not too helpful, is it? Okay, I'm not making it through with the wall with that guy. So that's not gonna help me out. Let's just finish this up. Now we gotta play and wait for some cards to come out. No blocks, pass the damage. Resolve. But I can't do this on that point? Okay, well, I just waited too late. We'll pop this guy out. Make him big. Throw out the Eye Tyrant. Come in for an attack. Get rid of this jerkwad. Alright, Voice of the Blessed. Just sitting here waiting to be picked off. Twice the number of blood tokens, and he can't do it until he attacks. I need to get Voice of the Blessed pumped. He's only got one blood token. Yeah, it's not going to help out too much. Let's pump him up. So what I really needed to do was, I guess, use the traveling menu to give the +1 temporarily to the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which allowed me to get through the Skullport Merchant. That's a lot to sacrifice for that. No. All right, we're sort of frozen at this point. Guess he didn't want his Skullport Merchant dead. And there we go. Board is wiped. Yeah, suck it, suckerfish. I'm tired of you. Dead. Come on, something awesome. Not for him. For me. Yeah, it's much better. If I was him, I'd just block with a Skullport Merchant. I'm still going to gain life, but I wouldn't be able to go get my creatures. Who would I want here? Voice of the Blessed? Who's got lifelink? Not him. Voice of the Blessed is gone. I guess Righteous Valkyrie. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, attack me with your -2 guy, and that way I'll gain 2 life. If only. He runs over me, put band-aids on or something. I've got a human cleric. Let's see what you got in your hand, my friend. Wink. You got enough mana to cast it though, so. All attack. So I gotta be prepared to have all the creatures wiped off the board. Which means I'm gonna hold off creatures in my hand. Is it time to just wipe the board? Oh, not that jerk. Jesus. He doesn't fly though, does he? Nope. I could kill you. I guess I can't. Gotta do that. I think I just lost. That's it. End of game. Good job, Bob. I humbly accept your defeat. Or my defeat at your hands. That was a good game. I'll keep it. We're going up against, what's this there? Faervel? Alright, one, give this to this guy. Creepy Jawa. 2, give this Luminarch Aspirant. Let's give him some meat. Looks like I'm playing mono white. I know, that's what it looks like. A plains or swamp, what do we got here? Neither. Do I really need a third one? No, let's just play slow. Oh, wrong order. If I would have this out, I would have gained a couple more. Let's go, Joe. That's a Doom Scour if I've ever heard one before in my life. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's pump up the lifelink guy. Alright, there we go. Doom Scar! Who we bring him back? Why not? That guy. Oh, I could have just played them anyway. That was dumb. I didn't have 2 mana to draw my life. So I got 4 on the next turn. I could also do Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Not again! Alright, well I'm hiving it. Here he comes! Walking down the street! Gets the funniest looks from everyone he meets. Hey, hey, it's the Eye Tyrant. Alright, there we go. Suck it, suckerfish. I really don't know how we won on that one, because the 5/5 flyer was going to be danger for us. ORZHOV Clerics. So they're still fighting hard. They still pack a punch, and they do a good job. I got to say that my favorite is, I got to say, this guy's super awesome. I love the way that it's like you just want him to die. He's a 3/3, so he's not terribly great, but he's good. You know, it's like you just, I mean, because really, if you think about it, that man land is just a 3/3. And when you attack, you know you're doing some damage. He's got menace as well. Oh, that's why I could have won, is because the Hive of the Eye Tyrant had menace. I didn't see it. That's why I could have won that last turn. Oh, if he would have just let me go, I would have made a huge mistake. All right, so but Orah is super awesome there. Orah is really good because he'll bring back your dudes, the ones that you want, whatever they happen to be. Markov Purifier, I never got a chance to use them. I didn't have enough mana on the one turn I actually had him in play. But being able to draw a card, that would be pretty cool. Everybody else does what everybody else has done. I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times. Voice of the Blessed is the broken card in this deck, because he just gains so many tokens, and he just gets so powerful as he goes along. Let's see, anything else we really want to talk about? This guy, he's a little train that could. He was out there because he didn't require anybody else. He was just like, I'm here, so I'm going to give you that extra thing of life, and I'm going to do it once per turn. And whatever you got that's going to be living off of life, I'm going to make sure it happens. So you don't see this guy very often. In fact, I can't say I've ever seen him before. But in this version of the deck, I thought he was fantastic. I thought he had a great reason for being there. So this particular build of ORZHOV Clerics, I see its point. I think it was fun. I think it's competitive even. And I think that everyone should have an opportunity to play it. So anyways, what am I going to give this deck? I'm going to give it a solid A. That's what I'm going to say. I think it's a very solid deck. I think it's a very fun deck. I think it's worth playing. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.